डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर ओपन युनिव्हर्सिटी.
Hello everyone, I Dr. Darshana Dalwadi, Assistant Professor, School of Computer Science, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University is welcoming you all to the Chaitanya studio of Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Open University. Today we are going to see about the cyber security's principles. First block we are having, in which we are going to learn about the unit 1, which is security essentials. Now we will see the first agenda of our today's lecture. First we are going to see about the main concepts we are having in cyber security. First we need to understand what is it. So what is the meaning of cyber security, that we are going to learn first. Then after we are going to learn about the Indian cyberspace, what India has done, what are the steps they are taking, what is there right now in Indian cyberspace, that we are going to learn. Then after we are having security concepts which we need to understand to secure our system. After that we are having basics of cryptography, in which we will see that what is the main things we need to understand, what are the concepts which we need to understand to have our system secure. Now first thing we are going to see, that is what is cyber security. Now everybody is knowing that security means to secure anything. Here we are going to secure our system. Systems we are having, right now we are having computer systems about which we are talking. So to secure it, what we need to do? We need to apply many security perspectives which we are going to see today. First thing we have, that is the definition of cyber security. The definition of cyber security is, we can say it is one type of complex system, complex term, in which we are having the multi-dimensional requests and responses which are passing throughout the system. Cyber security is a subset of information security. As we know that whenever we are talking about security, the main set we have, that is the information security. Basically we are going to store information in our system, and we are going to secure this information only. So cyber security is a subset of information security. Then what we can say about cyber security, that it is dealing with the securing the information and data from both internal and external cyber threats. As we know that when we are having information, at that time we will have the threats. Many persons are there, many attackers are there who will try to hack it. So they will do it by the threats only. So we will have internal threats as well as external threats. So basically we are going to secure information and data from such type of internal and external cyber threats. Next we can have, that is we can say it is a one type of proactive practice which is guarding the confidential information of the organization from unauthorized access by enforcing the layered security policies and protocols. The task is more complex due to the variety of nature of cyber attacks and the inavailability of quality response in the absence of adequate security measures. Now what the word mean? We are talking about cyber security, but what is the meaning of cyber? When we are talking about cyber, it is not a single word. It is having many forms of it. To understand the concept, we are having two terminologies. First one is cyberspace and second one is cyber economy. Now what do you mean by cyberspace? It's a virtual world of the digital data which is formed by the bits. And cyber economy is, it is a complex structure of interconnected network systems and its environment. Now when we are talking about cyberspace, it is as we have seen here, that what is cyberspace? Cyberspace is a world of digital data which is formed by the bits. So mans are using, humans are using it. So it is a man-made ecosystem. Cyberspace is a man-made ecosystem. It comprises of all interconnected networks, databases, and a source of information. Then after, what it includes? Cyberspace includes the software, the hardware, data and information system, the people surrounding it, social interaction within this network, and the infrastructure where it is established. These things are included in cyberspace. Now what we are having about cyberspace is the definition. If we have to define, then we can give different definitions, but according to NIST, that is National Institute of Standards and Technology, the cybersecurity is the ability to protect or defend the use of cyberspace from cyber attacks. This is the standard definition NIST has given for cybersecurity. Now next thing we have, that is cyberspace of India, that is called as the Indian cyberspace. Up to this we have just seen the concept of cybersecurity, what is it. Now we are going to see about Indian cyberspace. Now in 1975, National Informatics Center NIC was set up with the goal of providing IT solutions to government. In between 1986 and 1988, 3 networks were set up by this NIC. First network was Indonet, second one was NICnet, and third one was ERNet. Now what we are having in Indonet? Indonet is basically connecting the IBM mainframe installations that are made up for India's computer infrastructure. Second one we have, that is NICnet, that is NIC network. It is for public sector organizations as well as to connect the central government with the state governments and district administrations. And third one we have, that is ERNet, that is education and research network. It is basically to serve the academic and research communities. After that, we can say that India is an emerging country with a large scale change in digitization and scaling in all directions in every business sector. So at a national level, it is important to have the cybersecurity policy which will provide the smooth functioning of its critical infrastructure. It is difficult to draw the boundary in the cyberspace among the different groups of people and data which are accessed by them. Now what Indian government has done for this? Indian government has taken many initiatives and national level programs to create a safe cyber ecosystem which will build adequate trust and confidence in using digital data effectively and securely. Now what this is including, what are the steps government has taken? It includes awareness programs, then strengthen monitoring policy, research and development in cybersecurity, creating open standards, strengthen regulatory framework, protection of critical infrastructure. There are various ongoing activities and programs of government to address the current cybersecurity challenges and creating safe cyberspace and cyber economy in the country. Some of the key initiatives which are launched by Government of India are, first one we have, that is National Cyber Security Policy. It is created with an objective to build secure and resilient cyberspace for the citizens, businesses and government. It was released in 2013. Then next we have, that is National Cyber Security Coordination Center. It is known as NCCC. It helps to perform the real-time threat assessment. It creates early warning signs of potential cyber threats to the country. Then after we have National Critical Information Infrastructure Protection Center. It was created under Section 70A of the Information Technology Act, which is known as IT Act. It was established as a nodal agency in respect of the critical information infrastructure protection. The aim of this center is to protect the critical information infrastructure against the external and internal cyber threats along with other cyber threats. Next one we have, that is Cyber Swachhta Kendra. It was launched in 2017 to provide a platform to users to analyze and clean their systems from viruses, boots, malwares, trojans, etc. Cyber Swachhta Kendra can be accessed using the URL www.cyberswachhtakendra.gov.in. Then after we are having Indian Computer Emergency Response Team. It is known as CERT-IN. It is National Incident Response Center. It is operated under Department of Electronics and Information Technology and Ministry of Communication and Information Technology, Government of India. Its primary role is, what is the primary role of CERT-IN? What is the primary role of CERT-IN? Its primary role is to raise the security awareness among the citizens of India. It is providing 24/7 technical assistance to the different organizations in handling the critical security incidents. Next we have, that is National Technical Research Organization, NTRO. It has the responsibility to look after the nation's critical infrastructure security, such as power grids, nuclear installation security, air traffic and control monitoring, satellite communications, UAV surveillance, oil and gas facilities. These are the responsibilities of NTRO. Now what next we are having in NTRO, that is, it has the responsibility to look after the nation's critical infrastructure security. It has 3 different wings. First one we have, that is Information Domination Group. This group is looking after the hacking and cyber applications. Second one we have, that is Net Security Team. This team is looking after emerging cyber attacks and its analysis and mitigations. And the third one we have, that is Research Group. It is looking towards the monitoring and surveillance of the internet. After this we are having NetGrid, that is National Intelligence Grid. Now what it is? It is an integrated grid of connecting different state-run databases between intelligence agencies and organizations. It is providing information to enhance India's counter-terrorism. It is providing information to enhance India's counter-terrorism measures. It collects and collates information from different databases such as tax and bank account details, credit card information, visa and immigration records, and itineraries of rail and air travels. It is combining the data, and the combined data will be made available to 11 central agencies. First one we have, that is Research and Analysis Wing, Intelligence Bureau, Central Bureau of Investigation, Financial Intelligence Unit, Central Board of Direct Taxes, Directorate of Revenue Intelligence, Enforcement Directorate, Narcotics Control Board, Central Board of Excise Customs, Directorate General of Excise and Customs. To these 11 central agencies, the combined data is provided by NetGrid. Then after, up to this we have just seen what is cyber security and what and what measures India has taken to enhance its Indian cyberspace. Now we are moving forward to the security concepts. First thing we need to understand, that is, when we are having information, at that time we need to focus about the content of the information. The information content and information determinacy determines the type of software applications. Based on these two, we can determine that which type of software applications we have. Content refers to input and output data. You may have the question that what is the meaning of content? So content refers to input and output data. What type of input we are giving in our system and what type of output we are getting from our system, that are the contents. Then determinacy. It refers to the predictability of order and timing of information. In which order we are having the information, as well as at what time the information was stored or accessed. That is called as the determinacy. After that, we can say that when we are talking about the security of any system, at that time we need to understand some concepts which we need to have in our system to make it secure. There are three different tools which are useful for system designers to make robust and secure product. First we have, that is confidentiality. Second one is integrity, and third one is availability. These three things are for information what we are having in our system. To provide the security to our system, we need to have these three things in our system. Now these three things are explained with the triad that is called as the CIA triad. You can see here in first figure we are having confidentiality, integrity and availability. All these three are working together and it is provided to the data and services of our system. Now first thing we are having from this figure, that is, there are three key concepts which are shown. As we have seen, confidentiality, integrity and availability. All these three are related to each other. This triad is known as the CIA triad. It is considered to be the main pillar of the security. When we are having our system, to provide security to our system, we need to have these three things in our system. Then next we are having, that is, anyone who want to protect an information system need to understand confidentiality, integrity and availability. Without the understanding of these three concepts, it is not possible to provide security to our system. Each component is critical to overall security. If we are having confidentiality and integrity but we are not having the availability of information, then it is of no use. Same thing, if we are having integrity and availability but confidentiality is not maintained, then also it is of no use. And if we are having confidentiality, availability is there but the integrity is not maintained, then also it is of no use. So we can say each of three is required and it is critical component to overall security of the system. Failure of any one component is resulting in potential system compromise. We need to have compromise if we are not having any one of these three. Then first thing we will understand, that is confidentiality. Now confidentiality means to protect personal privacy information from unauthorized access to devices, to processes or individuals. It can be described as information must have protection enabled from different types of users to access it. Means We do not have to provide access to unauthorized users. Only authorized users can access. Then only confidentiality will be maintained. There must be a limitation to access the information. Only authorized users can access the information. Second concept we have, that is integrity. This is the second one we are having in CIA triad. Integrity is normally referring to the data integrity, means ensuring that data stored is accurate and no unauthorized modifications are done to the data. The loss of integrity is considered as the unauthorized modification or destruction of the information. Disrupting a message in transit can have serious consequences. When we are talking about integrity, it is very much important to maintain unauthorized modifications from the unauthorized users. For example, we can say, if it is possible to modify the fund transfer message during online banking, then what can be done? If it is possible, then what one person can do? Suppose we can say an attacker is there and they are able to get the information of fund transfer. Then what they can do? An attacker can take the advantage to fulfill his or her benefit by stealing the credentials. Now when we are having transferring message from one place to another place, at that time someone is stealing the data and using it for their personal use. So it is important for any security system to ensure the integrity of this type of message. This should not be there. Otherwise, we may have loss of information in terms of money as well as in terms of many other things which is affecting our business. The third concept we have, that is availability. It is ensuring the timely and reliable access of information to the authorized users. It will only provide the information to authorized user. Data will be available to authorized users. The loss of the availability of the information is the loss of disruption of access to the information. Now, what we have done up to this? Let's sum up. In this lecture, we have discussed the meaning of cybersecurity. Then after, the measures taken in Indian cyberspace, different initiatives taken by Indian government, different programs conducted by Indian government, then key initiatives which are launched by Government of India, and we have learned CIA triad, that is security concepts, which includes three things: confidentiality, integrity and availability. This is the end of first lecture.